is taken from module 4. So in the today's class we will study what do you mean by dimensional analysis, what is the use of this dimensional analysis, what are the fundamental dimensions, what are secondary quantities or what are derived quantities. Last one we are going to study what do you mean by dimensional homogeneity. Study one. So dimensional analysis, it is a mathematical technique which makes the use of the study of dimensions for solving several engineering problems. This dimensional analysis is a way to analyze and solve problems by using the units or dimensions of the measurements. So we are going to use here main three fundamental dimensions that we will be studying here. So what is the use of this dimensional analysis? The use of first use is we can convert one dimensional unit into another dimensional unit. This is first main use. We can check the dimensional correctness of a given equation, whether it is dimensionally correct or not of the present equation. Then we can come that equation is correct if it is dimensionally correct means. Third use is to establish a relationship between the different physical quantities in an equation. For example, different physical quantities, length, it may be a meter, it may be a seconds, it may be area, it may be discharge. Like that way, it establishes a relationship between different physical quantities in an equation. So now we will study the main fundamental dimensions. See, in dimensional analysis, we are only concerned with the nature of the dimension, that is its quality. We are not bothered about its quantity in the dimensional analysis. See, for example, see, these are the dimensions. Dimensions are the properties which can be measured. These are the properties. Dimensions are the properties which can be measured. For example, you may take mass, length. These are all the properties. We can measure this length. We can measure time. See here, these units are the standard elements we use to quantify these dimensions. How much quantity? For example, mass, it is measured in kg. Length, it is measured in standard unit, that is meter. Time, we are going to measure in seconds, etc. So these are the main three fundamental dimensions. We are going to call it as MLT dimensions form. I have written here the following are the fundamental dimensions. It is also called as the MLT form, where mass, these all are the dimensions: mass, length, time. How the mass is measured? We are going to measure the mass in kg. We are going to measure the length in meter. We are going to measure time in seconds. These are the main fundamental dimensions. So where mass in the dimension form, the dimensions, where m, it is the symbol for dimensions. That is, m is the symbol for measuring mass. Dimensions symbol, where m is the symbol for measuring mass, where length is the fundamental dimension for measuring meter, where t is the fundamental dimension for measuring seconds, where m is the fundamental dimension for measuring mass, that is in kg. This is called as the MLT form. So next we will study quantities or derived quantities. The secondary or derived quantities are those quantities which possesses more than one fundamental dimension. So in the main fundamental dimension, we were having only one single quantity. It may be a length, meter, and time. But these secondary quantities, these are the quantities which are derived from these fundamental dimensions only and which possesses more than one fundamental dimension. So such quantities are called as secondary or derived quantities. So let us see the secondary quantities. For example, velocity. So what is the unit for velocity? How we are going to measure velocity? It means it is meters per second. How we will define velocity? Distance per time. Distance we are going to measure in meters, where time we are going to measure in seconds. So the unit for velocity is meters per second. So if we write based on the units, it will be very easy for writing the dimensions. Where where length is the fundamental dimensions for meter. Where L is the fundamental, or we can tell that meter is the fundamental dimension for length L. Where second is the fundamental dimension for t, or we can write t is the fundamental dimension for measuring seconds, where length is the fundamental dimension for measuring meter. So meter it is replaced by L, where seconds it is replaced by t. So we are going to replace any unit by using only these three fundamental dimensions, that is length, mass, and time, that is m, L, and t. So this is L divided by t. So if I will take this to the numerator, I will write in this form L t to the power minus 1. So this is the procedure how to write the dimensions for the physical quantities. Next we will write for density. What is the unit for density? How we are going to measure density? In kg per meter cube. Where mass we are going to measure in kg, where m, capital M, is the fundamental dimension for mass, and where meter cube. Meter cube means we are going to measure meter cube in terms of length, breadth into height, where all this length we are going to measure in terms of meter, breadth also we are going to measure in terms of meter, height also we are going to measure in terms of meter, where this meter is the fundamental dimension for length L. So for that purpose it is replaced by L cube. So how we are writing? If I will take this L cube to the numerator, so this will be m L to the power minus 3. Next we will write for acceleration. How we will write for acceleration? Meter per square seconds. So where meter is the fundamental dimension for length L, second is the fundamental dimension for time, this is L divided by t square. So in the numerator form, if I want to write this will be in the form of L t to the power minus 2. Next, fourth one, discharge. The unit for discharge is meter cube per second, where meter is the fundamental dimension for length L, or we can tell that length L is the fundamental dimension for measuring meter. I have written here L cube divided by t, it is seconds, it is replaced by t here, fundamental dimension. So this will be L cube to the power t minus to gravity. So it is meter per square seconds. So L divided by t square. So this will be L t to the power minus 2. Next, viscosity or dynamic viscosity. The unit for dynamic viscosity is Newton second per meter square. So we are not having any fundamental dimension directly for Newton. So Newton, it is the unit of force. So how we will calculate force? That is mass into acceleration. So yes, I will keep as it is, divided by meter square we will keep as it is, because we are having the fundamental dimension for seconds and as well as fundamental dimension for meter also. So now m it is the fundamental mass. So mass is going to measure in kg, where m is the fundamental dimension for mass, and acceleration, the unit of acceleration is meter per square seconds. So same we have written here, what meter we are going to measure in terms of length L divided by square seconds, t square. So second I have replaced it by t divided by L square. This t gets cancels. So in the numerator my equation will be m L. If I will take this to the numerator, so this will be ml t to the power minus 1 divided by L square as it is. So viscosity, again if I will take this to the numerator, so plus 1, this will be minus 2, then this will be m L to the power minus 1 t to the power minus 1. So this is the dimensions for measuring the viscosity. Next, kinematic viscosity. The unit for kinematic viscosity is meter square per second. So it is replaced by L square divided by T. So we are going to write it in numerator form, that is L square T to the power minus 1. Next we will write for force. Already we have written here force. Force is the unit of Newton is the unit for force. So force, how we are going to measure? Mass into acceleration, where mass, that is capital M, is the fundamental dimension for measuring mass. Acceleration due to gravity, meter per square seconds. So L, it is replaced for meter length, square seconds, t square. So ml t to the power minus 2. How, what is the unit for shear stress? It is Newton per meter square. So already for force is the unit of Newton. So how force is calculated? Mass into acceleration. So this already we have written the equation here, ml t to the power minus 2 divided by L square, meter square. So ml t to the power minus 2. So this I will take this to the numerator, L to the power minus 2. So this is plus 1, this is minus 1 plus, so powers get added here, plus 1 plus 1, 1 minus 2, it will be minus 1. M L to the power minus 1 t to the power minus 2. Next, specific weight. The unit for specific weight is Newton per meter cube. So Newton already we have written here, m L t to the power minus 2 divided by L cube. So again if I will this L cube, I will take this to the numerator. So 1 minus 3, it will be minus 2 m L to the power minus 2 t to the power minus 2. Next one is power. The unit for power is watts, or watts is nothing but joules per second. So again we are directly not having any fundamental dimension for measuring joules directly. So 1 joule is not, Newton per meter is nothing but 1 joule. So Newton, so again Newton here, same I will write the equation, m L t to the power minus 2 for Newton, meter it is replaced by L, divided by, for seconds it is replaced by t. So again this is L square, m L square t to the power minus 2. If this I will take to the numerator, means this will be t to the power minus 1. So for power this will be m L square t to the power minus 3, minus 2 minus 1, this will be minus 3. So next, torque. How will we measure torque? In the units Newton meter. So this is the fundamental dimensions. This is the dimension for Newton. M L t to the power minus 2. Meter is replaced by L. So m L square t to the power minus 2. So here it is, nothing is there, means here it will be power to the L to the power 1. L to the power 1. These power gets added. This will be L square. Next, momentum. How will calculate momentum? Mass into velocity. So mass, m is the fundamental dimension for measuring mass, where velocity is nothing but meters per second. So this will be ml t to the power minus 1. Angular velocity. So how will calculate angular velocity? So this will be, angular velocity is radian per seconds. How will measure this angular velocity? We are going to measure this angular velocity in meter, angular velocity, it is angle covered in radians per time. So for radian there is no any unit. So this is replaced by 1. Seconds it is replaced by t. So this is t to the power minus 1. So last one is the angular acceleration. How we will measure angular acceleration? In radian per square seconds. So it should be here square seconds. So for radian there is no unit. 1 divided by square seconds. So this will be 1 divided by t square. So this will be t to the power minus 2. So this is the procedure how to write the secondary quantities. What do you mean by dimensional homogeneity? What do you mean by this dimensional homogeneity? So this dimensional homogeneity means the dimensions of each term, in an equation on both sides should be equal. The dimensional homogeneity means the dimensions of each term on both sides of the equation. Both sides of the equation means on LHS and RHS of the equations, the dimensions of each term in an equation should be equal. Thus, if the dimensions of each term on both sides of an equation are the same equations, then it is known as dimensionally homogeneous equation. It means at both the sides, at LH side of the equation and RHS of the equation, both the dimensions of each term in the equation, it should be equal. Then only we are going to call it as the equation is dimensionally homogeneous. So here in dimensional homogeneous, the powers of fundamental dimensions, that is L, M and T on both sides of the equation will be identical for dimensional homogeneous equation. So let us write for this, where V, this is one equation where V is equals to root of 2GH. So now let us write the dimensions for LHS of the equation, that is velocity V. So how V is written? Velocity V. What is the, how velocity is measured? Meters per second, where length meter is replaced by L, that is fundamental dimension. Second it is replaced by T. So here we are going to write in this form, L T to the power minus 1. So now let us write the dimensions for right hand side of the equation. Root I will keep as it is. For constant we are not writing any dimensions. So G, acceleration due to gravity, meter per square seconds. So meter it is replaced by L, T seconds, meter per square seconds, that means T square. H, head we are going to measure in terms of meter only. So meter is replaced by L. So this is root of L square divided by T square. If I will remove this root term, then it will be L divided by T form only. Then if I write in this numerator form, if I will take this T, this will be L T to the power minus 1. So you can see here dimensions of LHS will be equals to dimensions of RHS, that is L T to the power minus 1 on LHS side also, on RHS right hand side of the equation also. We have got same dimensions, L T to the power minus 1, L T to the power minus 1. Then we can call that this equation V is equals to root of 2GH is dimensionally homogeneous equation.